Like plants, I move toward the light. How indoor gardening, food security, and finding roots shaped my creative path. Hi everyone, I'm Jem. I didn't expect to build a garden in my studio condo, but when the pandemic hit and the world got quiet, scary, and full of unknowns, I started thinking about survival. Not in an abstract sense, literal survival. At one point, I was convinced zombies might actually be next. So, I planted water spinach indoors in leftover containers with whatever soil I could find. It wasn't cute, it wasn't aesthetic, but it worked. Every leaf that sprouted helped ease the food security anxiety that had crept into my chest. It became my way of doing something when the world made no sense. And eventually, that scrappy little green patch gave me hope. Hope that growth was still possible. Hope that tending to something living, even in strange conditions, was its own kind of survival. In 2023 and 2024, when things started easing up, I had to clean it all out. Turns out, water spinach isn't exactly built for studio living. Mosquitoes moved in, I moved on. But I never forgot how those plants made me feel. Useful, grounded, capable. Fast forward to 2025, I'm in a new kind of growth space. I work in a hybrid strategic project management role inside a creative design ecosystem. I help brands figure out what they're really trying to grow and how to make it happen. And honestly, it still feels like gardening. I meet brands in all kinds of shape. Some are tired, some are blooming but root-bound, growing fast but stuck in old containers. Some are trying to sprout something completely new. I get to ask, what are you building? Who are you trying to nourish? What kind of ecosystem do you need? Sometimes it's a new brief, sometimes it's clarity, sometimes it's just space to breathe. One of the brands I've started working with actually sells soil, and I love that. I haven't helped them grow yet in any major way, but just being around that brand, the way they speak, the care they show in their product, it reminds me of something I learned early on. Roots matter. Even if you don't see growth on the surface, something is always happening beneath. That's true for brands, it's true for creative people, and it's definitely true for me. I'm still growing, still figuring out where I want to dig deeper and what I want to bloom into. But for the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid of starting small. Plants don't rush, they just reach for the light.